angles, or whether you're coming in hard from the front, you've got to go up and come down to the same spot. Don't be floating. Ball in the shooting pocket. This is a little something different than a lot of coaches teach. I tell all my players the ball should always come right here. This is the shooting pocket before you bring it up. And your legs bring the ball up. You're way out of whack if the ball is here and your legs are still bent. There should be a stick from my knee to the ball. And my knees push the ball up from the pocket. So it's here, whether it's a dribble, I bring it in, and I come up and my knees push it up. The legs have to start the shot. And it's all one motion. You don't jump as high as you can and stop. The ball never stops on the shot. It's all one motion. So the rhythm of the shot is very important. And then the last thing I did a terrible job of is the release and a good goose end on the follow through. And really emphasize reaching and following through. As a shooter, and I would demonstrate all of this if I didn't have a bad back, a new hip, and a bad shoulder. Because I'm a better shooter than these two. Now I'm only a better free throw shooter. So I can't demonstrate all the rest. But I never had a good follow through. I used to shoot from 25 or 30 and I always hold my arm, my hand back. But when you shoot thousands of shots, I guess I got away with it. You'll see these guys emphasize the follow through. And those are the 10 fundamentals. So I'm going to show you our Bobcat 9. You can call it your Comet 9. First of all, you need to pick a number, 3, 4, 5, or 6. If you're not such a good shooter, your number is 3. And I have a handout that your coach is going to make copies of, so you're going to get all of these 9 drills as well as some other things. You have to make your number consecutively at 1 before you go to 2. At 2 before you go to 3. I don't know what their numbers are. I would imagine it's 4, 5, or 6. It puts pressure on you. If you're at drill 1 and your number is 4, you got to make 4 in a row. So you get to 3, you're going to really concentrate. If you miss, it goes back to 1. I've only had one guy that I know who successfully had 6 as a number, and he got through these 9 drills in less than an hour. And he's the assistant coach at UNI, P.J. Hogan. His number was 6. He told me he got to 7, but I don't believe it. 7 in a row with all 9 of these drills is too highly unlikely. So if you're a really good shooter, and you know it, and your coach knows it, your number should be 5 or 6. If you're not such a good shooter, your number should be 3. And if you get through these 9 drills in a half hour, your number is not high enough. They should take between 45 minutes and an hour if you have the proper number. Okay, guys, get a ball out here. Drill number 1 has 3 parts to it. It's a one-hand shot in 3 spots. Here, there, and there. And all you're doing is, you shoot it while I'm talking, guys. All you're doing in number 1, eyes on target, and it's just a one-hand shot. When you shoot it with one hand, you're promoting a backspin, your elbows on the ball. It has to be, if you only shoot with one hand, your elbow has to lift it. And all they're doing is trying to get good backspin, keep their eyes on the target. When they make their number, they can go to the other 2 spots. So drill number 1 has 3 spots. Good backspin promotes a good shot. Okay, that's drill number 1. Pretty simple. Drill number 2. They come out here, right about here, not to the free throw line, 7 or 8 feet. Now they're going to start with the basketball in the shooting pocket, and it's not a jump shot. They're going to focus their eyes on the target. Their fingers should already be up. This is a very weak position. I've never seen anybody shoot it with the fingers pointed to the floor. The first thing you have to do is cock your hands when they do this drill, they should start with their hands ready. Weak, ready. Ball in the shooting pocket. And all they're doing is letting the legs push the ball up. It's not a jump shot. Okay, go ahead, guys. Drill number 2, very simple. Whatever that number is, they can stay there until they take it in a row. Challenge yourself. If you're a pretty good shooter, 3 should not be your number. 4 or 5 should be your number. Guys, emphasize this a little bit. I want you to start right here. Start in a strong position and let your legs go back to TJ. Good. Okay, stop. That's drill number 2. Drill number 3 is a 15 or 16-foot jumper right in back of the free throw line. Now we put it all together, and I want them to emphasize this. I want them to get in the ready position, just like they were, only now they're shooting a jump shot, and their legs push the ball up. Drill number 3. Start ball. How about you guys go right down forward? I've never asked them, but you can tell their number is not going to be 3 or it wouldn't be a challenge. They're both good shooters. If you're a good shooter, challenge yourself with 4, 5, or 6 as your number. And again, you have to make them consecutively. Okay? Drill number 5 has 2 parts to it. It's the same footwork, it's the same shot, only it's off a right-hand dribble and then a left-hand dribble. So drill number 5, 2 parts. You stay with your right-hand dribble. It's still a jump shot, and on that last dribble, you should be bringing it into your body. If you don't, you're going to bring it away from your body and shoot a flat shot. So let's see if that last dribble can get close to their body before they go up. Alternate. Same footwork. Notice their feet, both feet land. You're already squared up. You're much better in a jump stop when you're already squared up. Last one. Now, they're both good shooters, but I'll tell you what they're better at than shooting. They're not shooters, they're both scorers. There's a big difference. I just had a coach call me on that 2 nights ago. Tell me, is Matt a shooter or a scorer? I said, not Matt, Zach. Is Zach a shooter or a scorer? I said, he's not even close. He's a scorer. He can shoot it, but when people know about him, as they do now in the Wombat, he doesn't get a lot of wide open looks. They play some defense in the Wombat. Just like you guys play some defense. So when he catches it out here, they are in his face. Because they know if they're not, he's shooting it. He gets to the rim much better than he shoots it. And he finishes. And he's an 85% free throw shooter if they foul him. Same with TJ. He's a small guy. He gets to the paint whenever he wants to. And we tell our guys on defense, you keep that ball out of the paint, because when the ball gets to the paint, nothing good can happen for us. Well, conversely, when we run our dribble drive motion offense next year, and both of these guys get the ball in here off the dribble, they're either going to finish, they're going to get all the way to score, or they're going to dish to three-point shooters. They both are scorers, not shooters. Okay, 6 and 7 on this side. Now you're going to see different footwork. 6 is off a pass. As they come through that pass, their inside foot's going to land and they're going to square up. That's it. Hold it up, TJ. Now, as you're looking at these, if you think these are boring, you're never going to be a player. There's always room for a shooter. There's always room for a scorer. My assistant coach is our defensive coach. I let him be the defensive coach. I overrule him sometimes when I think we need to play a zone. We play 95% full court man pressure. And Zach has been the target of his criticism for 3 years on defense. When we brought him up as a freshman, he couldn't guard anybody, couldn't guard a shadow. But he's improved to the point where this year, I think our defensive coach will be off his butt. Because now he's playing some defense, whereas 2 years ago, it wasn't very good. But he played. I can remember times when he was a sophomore, and my assistant saying, get Zach out of there. He can't guard anybody. And my reply is, if he comes out, who the hell's going to score? I want my scorer on the floor. So if you can shoot and you can score, I think he's going to play it. Okay, drill number 7, off the dribble. Come across hard. Notice they're not shooting three-pointers. Three-pointers are later. Biggest fault with shooters is you start shooting three-pointers. Same three-pointers are later. You can't shoot a 15 or 16 footer. You can't shoot a 19 footer. Mid-range jump shooters are giant. There's not a whole lot of them. People want to shoot why a lot of right-handers square up like this. This is not square. You've got to have your feet like this and your shoulders square. So for right-handers, tougher side. That's why I saved it to last. You're going to bring it up his ass. Don't forget, you change your knees a little bit. Straight up and down. Good. Going for 9 heartbeats triple. Good. This is Bobcat 9. Make your 5 in a row from all those spots. See how long it takes you. That gives you a plan to start your day off with. Instead of coming into the gym, making a few shots, the time goes by a lot quicker when you have a plan like the Bobcat 9. I'm going to show you some other individual drills and drills you can do with your dad or a buddy or the coach a little later on. But none of those were three-pointers. Some of the other drills will be three-point drills. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take you through a couple of our everyday practice drills that are individual fundamentals because I think your coach wants to see them, and you probably do them anyway. You're going to follow these two guys in the drills. Then we're going to put you through the Bobcat 9. Then I'm going to talk about some other things and some other drills. So everybody needs the ball down here behind the line. Guys, so we're going to have 3 groups, so spread out. Zach and TJ are the first group. Then we have 6 or 8 in the second group, 6 or 8 in the third. The stopping play spots are free throw line, half court, free throw line, and line. We work on pivoting every single day. And you dribble with your weak hand. If Zach says front pivot on right, when you jump stop and he says pivot, a front pivot is go, go. You have to listen to his command. Then when they take off, the next group comes. And then when this group takes off, so we have 3 or 4 groups going. The second group doesn't count until they take off from here. Zach can give us the commands.
Front pivot on right foot. Go. Pivot. Pivot. Go.
Hey, hold it. Like that. You guys didn't listen very well. I only want 3 groups. The second group has to have a lot more than 4 guys. Probably 6 or 8. TJ and Zach are the first group. There'll be a second group and a third group, so get numbers in the groups. Now, I watch some of you pivot. You didn't pivot like these two. When you pivot, your head doesn't touch the rope, which is up here. Pivot. Pivot. You don't bob. You stay down in the basketball position. TJ was doing a good job of ripping the ball. Zach was not. He was just pivoting. Be strong and rip the ball when you pivot. Give us a command.
Front pivot on right foot. Go. Pivot. Pivot. Go. Pivot.
Listen for him.
Feet off.
Pivot. Go. Pivot. Pivot.
Spread out in an elbow. So what? You're being aggressive. You don't want to be a baby and pivot like this. Pivot. Pivot. Or on a reverse pivot. Pivot. How about being strong with the ball? Really strong. Rip it and then come in here. Last time this way. Big man.
Reverse pivot on left foot. Go. Pivot. Pivot. Go. Pivot. Pivot. Go.
Be strong with it.
Pivot.
Rip it. Go.
Pivot.
Left hand, pull, pull.
Pivot. Go.
Left hand.
Pivot. Go. Pivot. Pivot. Go.
Guys, we are different on these drills. You know why? There are pro coaches who have their teams do this. If it's good enough for the pros, I idolize Coach K at Duke. They do these drills every day at Duke for national champions. They learn how to run and stop and jump stop and pivot. If it's good enough for Duke, it's good enough for the Bobcats. Okay, the next thing this is how we start our practices off every day, with that as loosening up. The next thing, you're going to be behind Zach. One big line that way. Right here. Get the line, everybody back behind him. Line back there. We do these individual ball handling drills every day, and we tell our players this. If you can master 2 of these, nobody should ever make you get the ball up in the back door. We're going to show you 5 or 6. If you can do 5 or 6 real well, nobody should ever be able to pressure you one-on-one and have what happened at Western Duke 3 years ago when we started. We had guards, if it looked like you were going to pick us up, our guards panicked. They wanted to get rid of it. Now our guards are cocky. Come get us because we're going to split you. First one is a simple crossover where you're going to start out, you're going to go sideline to rim line. Rim line is if there was a line from here, it's all the way up. And all you're doing is crossing over, you're going hard, full court down and full court back. When Zach gets back to wait till everybody here, and I'll tell you what the second one is. Good crossovers. Game speed. You're not looking at the basketball, you're looking at the whole court. You're seeing everybody in the court when you're doing these. Here we go. coaching against him. One of my former assistants is the coach at West Delaware. It's always fun to play against him. In the Wommack, I guarantee you most of the teams run more defenses than we run. They run more sets than we run. And they have more offenses than we use. We have less than all of them. But when we tell our guys what we do, we will do well. Fundamentally sound, we will do what we do well. And I don't think, we don't need 15 sets. We run 7. We don't need a lot of defense. 95% of the time we're playing man. Occasionally we'll play 2-3 zone. And we press. And on offense, this year we're going to run our black offense, which is 5 out, cutters, dribble drive motion. We'll run 4 out, 1 in. If our 6'4" sophomore develops and he can play by the end of the year, because we don't have a big man. And when I think that the guys are standing around not doing anything, we run our flex. That's about it. So we do things well. Okay, now remember, you go sideline without stepping on the sideline because that's a turnover to the